Hi everyone, and welcome to another review. Today we are doing the Pit Barrel Smoker. I got this a couple years ago, and I tell you, it's been one of the better things that I have bought in a while. This smoker is a pit barrel smoker. As you can see here, I have it sitting on my deck, and I have 4 paver stones that I have the pit barrel sitting on. That's so it can help dissipate heat and so I don't damage my deck because I don't want my deck to burn up. This cover does not come with the pit barrel, and you're going to see some products on here that doesn't come with the pit barrel that you would have to buy separately, but I will have all the links in the descriptions in case you were interested. So as you can tell, the cover is a little faded in this photo, but that's because it's over 2 years old and it sits in the sun constantly, and it's out there even in the winter months, and I still think it's holding up pretty good. It's not a single tear. There's not a single stitch ripping off of it. It's awesome, and I'm very glad I got that cover for the pit barrel. You can see it's all nice and clean. I mean, after 2 years and constantly out in the weather, in the rain, snow, and the extreme frost and heat, I mean, it still looks brand new, and this is like over 2+ years old. On the top of the lid, as you can tell, there is a temperature thermometer thing. I added that. That also does not come with the pit barrel, but I only added it because I wanted to keep an eye on the heat and make sure it was holding the correct temperatures. So after we take the lid off, and this is what's inside it. Now, the best thing about this grill, as you can tell, it hangs on one side. If you don't want it to hang, simply flip the grill over and you'll have one-sided piece of grill. It hangs like that so that the holes on the side of the pit barrel, as you can see in this photo, holds rebar. And from the rebar, there are hooks, and you can hook and hang your meat from the rebar so that the smoke can cook it and that the meat hangs and it's not sitting in its own grease or anything like that. So it works out very well. The grill hangs like this so that you can also grill set things on the grill as well as hang meat on the other side as well. So it serves 2 purposes. So it's pretty good. So at the bottom is the charcoal pan, and this pan is where you would obviously hold the charcoal. So what I like to do is I use Kingsford charcoal, but you can use any charcoal you want. I don't recommend products such as Match Light or anything like that because I never really liked those. I mean, to each his own. You can use it, but I don't. And what I use to light mine is a chimney fire starter. They're cheap. They're all over the place on Amazon. And you never have to buy lighter fluid. And it pays for itself in just a couple uses. So the first thing you do is you're going to fill this charcoal pan up to the rim with charcoal. Don't overfill it. Just right up to the rim is perfect. Just nice and even. You don't have to be even. Just up to the rim. And then you're going to take some charcoal out and you're going to fill up your chimney if you have it. And this is the chimney that I have. It's very inexpensive. Like I said, I think mine only cost $10. And I'm going to take some charcoal out of the pan. I want to fill this up to the rim. Just like that. Now, with the chimney starter, if you're not familiar with them, you fill the bottom up with paper. And then you simply light the paper. And the flames from the paper will light up your grill or your charcoal. Now, I used my arc lighter because it's windproof and I simply love it. So I went ahead and used it and lit up the paper that I had in my chimney, and so it's all nice and smoky. And I'm just going to let that sit and let that go for a good, 14, anywhere from 14 to 20 minutes. But usually I check it within 10 minutes, honestly. And what you want to check for when you go and look at your chimney starter, you want to make sure that you see some glowing orange in there, like this photo shows. If it's glowing orange, you know it's ready to roll. All you're going to do is you're going to take that charcoal that's in the chimney and you're going to spread it out over the charcoal pan that you took from the pit barrel. And that's all I did. I just spread it out just like that. You're going to let it sit. And actually, the manual says that you can use this right away. But I like to let mine sit just for a few minutes till I reach a temperature that I am comfortable with. And normally mine sits between 250 and 300 degrees. It's all going to depend on how much air you are letting in to the smoker will determine the temperature that you're going to have in the smoker. So like I said, I usually keep mine between 250 and 300, and that's just good for me. And then we start adding the food. Now, the ribs here that you see that are hanging off the rebar, and the rebar slides in between through the holes on the side of the smoker. It's pretty self-explanatory as the photo shows. You're just going to stick the hooks through the meat, and you're just going to attach it to the hanger. It's that simple, and you're just going to let it cook. The pit barrel will do the work for you. And as you can see right here, it's cooking away. Now, my wife decided she's going to add some chicken to this as well. We have plenty of room. So we're going to add some chicken here. We're going to add it right onto the other rebar, and we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to let it hang, slip the hooks in, and just let it hang, and just let it cook. And you're going to check this. Well, we're going to check this in about an hour, and we're just going to let it cook. And like I said, the pit barrel will do the work for you, and you can do all kinds of things. You don't have to just do ribs and chicken. You can even do a turkey in this. You can do ham. We've done ham before. Hot dogs, of course. Hamburgers, sausages. My wife even made a potato cheese kind of thing in aluminum foil, and we did the same exact thing. The thing we did was we just slipped the hooks through and just let it hang and let it cook. And here it is. I'm ready to eat. And you can see the little potato cheese thingy right next to my ribs on my plate. It's really, really super easy to use. I am by no means an expert at cooking. I really am not. But the pit barrel, man, it's so easy to use. It's I'm not even giving it justice by even saying how easy it is to use. You just let it go and let it do its thing. That's all you're doing. I tell you, I never had better ribs and chicken and sausages and even fish that I do with the smoker. It just locks in the juices, and it's really, really good. So we're going to go ahead through the pros and cons here in just one moment. Not anything's perfect. Of course, there's some cons with this, but the pros definitely outweigh it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Let's go ahead and jump into the pros and cons. Thanks. One of the things I really like about this is that it's very easy to use. Now, I'm not a chef. I'm not a cook by any means, but this is pretty simple, even for me. If I can do it, you can do it. You basically pull out your hook. You put one end of the hook through the chicken or rib or steak, and you hang it. And after a little bit, you go and check it. I mean, that's it. The pit barrel does all the cooking for you. It's pretty simple. It's also easy to clean. You don't wipe the inside of the barrel at all. It even says so in the booklet that comes with it. The only thing you're really cleaning is the grill part. You want to wipe down some of the rebar. I just do a quick wipe and that's it. And you just dump out the ash from the coals. That's it. That's all I do. It's very simple, very easy. It's quick, and you are ready for the next round of cooking in no time. It is very good quality as well. Even the grill itself, with the little flap that flaps down from the grill, even that's in high quality. So everything is decent quality. It's a barrel. After 2 years of having this, I haven't had any of the black paint chip or anything. It's really good. I really like it. Even the handle on the lids, it's kind of like a horseshoe, and then it's pretty cool, and it's pretty decent quality. And I have no complaints in the quality department. It also, Pit Barrel offers a nice selection of accessories too, from heat-resistant gloves, which I have as well, and I really like it, to the cover that goes over the grill. You can also buy turkey hooks, and you can also buy a kind of like a basket that hangs from the rebar that you can cook vegetables in, sausages. They have a wide variety of accessories that you can also get from their website or even from Amazon. And I love the fact that you pretty much set and forget. Well, not really forget, but you set your meat in there and you just let the Pit Barrel do its thing. that's it. The pit barrel will do all the cooking for you. And they also provide some spices. Now with the Pit Barrel Kick, the one I am reviewing right here, comes with 2 spices, and I like it. They're pretty decent. Now on the con side, it is pretty pricey for what it is. I mean, let's face it, it's a barrel and you cook food in it. But for everything that you get with it and the accessories that you can also get, it is on a pricey side, but to me, I think it's worth it. Also, keep in mind, it's pretty small. And what I mean by that is if you have a large family, this might not be for you. The barrel is about 18, the one I have is about 18.5 inches wide. So you're not really fitting a whole lot of food in there all at once. As you can see in the photos from the review, you're not really, you might be able to get maybe 8, I hear some people say even 10 slabs of ribs in there you can have. But that's if you're just doing ribs. Yeah, that's a lot of ribs, but if you're just doing ribs, I guess you're okay. But if you're doing chicken, hot dogs, and everything else, you're not going to fit a whole lot in there. And keep in mind, smokers are slow cooking, so it takes a while. So if you have people waiting for food, they're going to be waiting for a little bit for it to cook. So it is kind of small. It's perfect for me since it's just me, my wife, my daughter, and an occasional friend. But anything, if you're having a party or something, I would go more for the grilling part, because grilling is quicker than smoking. Another thing I didn't like was it did not include a temperature gauge. I like to know the temperature of the pit barrel when I'm cooking food, and I like to know that it's maintaining that temperature, which is why I added a thermometer at the top of the lid on the pit barrel, just so I know it's maintaining a certain temperature. It's really a personal preference. Not really everybody cares for it, but for me, I wish it would have included one, as I've seen others have. Otherwise, it's well worth the money, in my opinion. Like I said, I'm not a very big cook, but I love to cook outdoors, and I like the smoked food and the flavor that it maintains. So all in all, this is definitely a 4, almost a 5-star product. It's well worth the money, and I just simply love it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you are seeing this on YouTube, I will have the accessory descriptions that I used in the description below, with affiliate links to get you right to the product if you are interested. If you are seeing this on EmptyNesters.com, I have a more in-depth review underneath the video. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye-bye.